Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my favourite video ever, and that is picking my April or monthly TBR. And of course this month is April, which is my birthday month, so this is a special month. Currently the 28th of March, so I haven't left myself much time to pick things. So I thought, look, it's Saturday, the sun is shining, and also actually the reason that was relevant, on the 1st of April, my birthday is the 2nd, we are going on the sleeper train up to Edinburgh, and we're going to be there for a few days, which is my favourite place in the whole wide world. So I'm really pumped, I'm really excited. So we need to be picking seriously good books because I'm going to be reading this on my actual birthday in Edinburgh on the train. So we're going to be letting the spinny wheel generator thing pick a prompt, and then we're going to pick from my TBR cart, which I have most of my books that I haven't read here. I have a few in my bedroom that I haven't read, but it's because I've run out of space on here. And there are a few on my shelves. So in fact, we're just going to be picking from the room, basically. We're going to be picking 4 books, I think, is what I normally pick. And then just gives me some space for free reads. And if there's a new release or something, which there is in April, The Thorn Queen. I am so excited for this. And also, Starside is literally out. Oh my god, when is that out? Because that's also soon. Okay, yeah, so Starside comes out on the 31st of March. So, I mean, that's never going to be in a March TBR. Could put that in my April one, though, but that means I need to buy it. Let's just get into it and let's see what the wheel picks for me today. So I've got the wheel here. I'm sure you probably can't even see it, but let's just spin for the first prompt of April. Favorite author? Okay, so that means I could pick Starside. I do love Alex Astor. She is one of my favorite authors for sure. Also, I don't know if you can see that I'm in my pajama bottoms, but anyway. So, off the top of my head, my favorite authors are Stephanie Garber, Alex Astor, B.E. Schwab. I really love her writing, and T. Kingfisher as well. I just off the top of my head, some of my faves. Let's see if we have any of my physical TBR that I could actually pick for those. Stephanie Garber doesn't have any books out at the moment. I know she's got a novella coming out later in the year, but obviously can't read that just yet. Turn this around. Okay, so Grimm and Oro, the dueling Crowns edition, whatever, the novellas for both of them. I did have, I think it was on my February TBR, and I just didn't get around to it because I've been primarily reading on Kindle because I read on my commute, so it's just harder to bring this, although it is quite a small hardback to be fair, so I could bring this. But anyway, this is the only book now that I have left before I can read Crown Tide, and yeah, the only Alex Astor book I have left. So we're gonna have to pick this, which I'm super excited about. I haven't read the Lightlark series since early last year, I think, or maybe 2024. The Sky Shade came out, that's when I read that, and then I haven't read anything since. So we're gonna be going back into the world of Lightlark, and I'm so excited. I am Team Grimm. Please let me know what team you are, unless you're Team Oro. No, I'm joking. Okay, so that is going to be pick 1 for April. This is one of my favourite authors, favourite series, so I'm pumped. Can you see that there? Oh wait, I forgot my pigeon. Look how adorable. Let's put that there. Okay, on to prompt number 2. A book older than you. I'm 24, turning 25 next week, so let's just do older than 24. Okay, so I don't think there's many on here that are older than me. These are all fairly new, although Red Rising, is that an older book that's just come back? No, 2014. Okay, so I'm not very good at this. We might have to do classic. Okay, guys, I think it's going to have to be a classic. And again, this was on an older TBR of mine. So if you follow my Instagram, then just pretend you didn't see this or that, whatever. But the only reason I didn't get round to this book last month is because I read Wuthering Heights instead. Well, I'm in the middle of Wuthering Heights. I'm reading it with my friends. We've got a little book clubby kind of thing. So that's why I didn't get to read Little Women, because I thought 2 classics at once. I mean, 1 is confusing enough. I should not be doing 2 at the same time. So this book is definitely older than me, and this is what I think we're going to be picking for our second book of April. I just love this cover so much. Look at it. It's so gorgeous. We got a nice little stack going on. So I have picked both of these books in previous TBRs before. So hopefully something new to choose from for this next prompt, maybe. Maybe. Okay, let's spin for our next prompt. A happy book. Okay. In my mind, ones that are springing to me that I'm just looking at that are happy books are like Emily Wild's Map of the Other Lands, I think it's called. Yeah, I mean, because that's very much like, I don't know, I get happy vibes when I read the first one and that makes me happy. Then probably like the rom-commers by Catherine Center. Let's turn around again. Like, how many times am I going to turn this round? Okay, well, none of these seem like happy books to me. Okay, I think I might do. Let me just reread the blurb for the rom-commers by Catherine Center because this is giving happy. Like the illustrations and stuff. Emma has big dreams, though she hasn't let herself think about them in years until her big break comes along, the chance to rewrite a screenplay with her hero, Charlie freaking Yates. I'm going to ignore that. Even better, it's a rom-com. Emma's dream come true. Charlie is a Hollywood legend. He's also, as it turns out, kind of a jerk. He's written the worst rom-com Emma's ever written, and it turns out Charlie doesn't believe in love at all. But Emma's not going down without a fight. To help Charlie write the perfect rom-com, she needs to make him understand true romance. But the more she tries to teach him about love, the more real it all starts to seem. This is giving happy to me, and I think we've got a mix at the minute of, you know, classic fiction, fantasy. I think it'd be nice to have a little rom-com in there as well, and I think this is probably easier to take on the train to Edinburgh. I'm just basing my whole month around those 3 days. So I think we're going to pick The Rom-Commers by Catherine Center for our third book of April. It's looking cute. Okay, so now it's time for our last and final prompt of April. I hope this is a good one. It says a classic. I can't read another classic. Do you know, I haven't read classics since I was in school, right? And now it wants me to read 2 in a month. I don't have any more. I only have Little Women. And I really want to get my physical TBR down, so I don't want to start looking on Kindle Unlimited and stuff because that kind of defeats the point. So I'm going to respin because it is my birthday month as well. So I will be respinning. Dystopian. Okay, see, this gets me excited. Okay, dystopian. So we could do Catching Fire because I'm rereading The Hunger Games from when I was little. This is the next book. I read Hunger Games again last year, and I haven't read the rest since. I just thought I'd pace it out. So we could read Catching Fire, or we could go into Divergent. Oh, I haven't ever read or watched Divergent, so I feel like if I'm already in the middle of Hunger Games, do I reread that or start a whole new series with Divergent? I also love this cover. It's like their special edition. Was it 10th anniversary edition? So she's quite a chunky book, but the writing is very spaced out. I think it's quite big text. So yeah, it's truly between these two. What a rivalry as well, because I feel like you were either a Divergent or a Hunger Games girl growing up. Maybe both, but I was definitely Hunger Games. Just because I read book 1 last year, I think I'm going to carry on and read Catching Fire, especially because new books have come out in the last few years that I haven't actually gotten to yet. So I'd like to get to those. And obviously, I can't do that until I read the first 3. Okay, this is our 4th and final pick of April, and I'm really excited because this was my favourite growing up as well. The Catching Fire is my favourite movie, favourite book. So it kind of makes sense to do that on my birthday month. Did you guys know it's my birthday? Don't know if I mentioned it. Okay, so that is our April TBR up there. It's all picked out and ready for us. I really like picking a TBR just because once I finish a book and then I have to pick the next one and I don't have like a small, slim collection to choose from, I get overwhelmed and then I just don't end up reading anything. So I think this has been really helping me this year. It's helping me get through a lot of my physical TBR as well, and I've bought a lot less books, which is always good for my bank account. Let's just quickly do a recap, although you can see them right here. For the first prompt, it was favourite author, and I picked Grim and Oro by Alex Astor. Next prompt was a book older than you, so I chose Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Third prompt was a happy book, so I chose The Rom-Commers by Catherine Center. And lastly, the last prompt was dystopian, so I chose Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you stick around and watch me read these for the month, and follow me on Instagram if you want to see like my immediate thoughts and reactions as well, because I do post on there. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.